two things for the intro today. One, yes, I know my mustache is very, very crooked. And two, Die Hard is a Christmas movie. Just get over it. What is up, guys? Dan from the Madden YouTube channel. In today's video, we're going to be talking about the glitchiest RPO from a passing perspective that exists in Madden 22. Now, this is an RPO that is found in a few playbooks in a few different formations, but what I'm going to share with you guys today in terms of how to counter this can be done against any of those types of plays. So if you come across this, whether it be the Broncos playbook or the Bills playbook or any of the other different formations in the game that have this, go ahead and follow these rules. So the playbook we are in here is the Denver Broncos playbook. And the reason I chose the Denver Broncos playbook is because this is the home of the RPO glitch that was just patched most recently. So you guys know, obviously, that the RPO alert glance, that was something that got patched in the title update from basically last week, the beginning of January. And with that, there were a few things that EA tweaked in terms of how the AI responds. Basically, when an offensive lineman gets more than a yard downfield, a legal forward pass cannot be thrown, and that allows the defense to stop playing coverage. So those guys will then be able to pursue and chase the quarterback, because if the quarterback throws the ball, it's going to be a penalty. So those tweaks alone basically took the amount that I've seen this RPO glitch since the title update from about half of my games that I was playing down to I actually haven't seen the RPO glitch in terms of the power alert glance at all. But you guys do need to be aware of the fact that a lot of those players have been gravitating over towards the gun deuce close in the Denver Broncos playbook, which has the RPO Read Flat Wheel. Now, this is the glitchiest RPO in the game from a passing perspective. And the reason for that is you cannot play a standard alignment against this look. So let's go ahead and show you what I mean. If we were to come out and play, a standard alignment right here, where we have these corners over the top of these receivers, say in this particular instance, we're in a Tampa 2. If you take a look at the icons, there are two icons that you need to pay attention to. One is the R icon. This is the player that is the read key. As you see right here, this is a run pass option. It's an inside zone or an outside zone style RPO in which we're going to read the end player that is going to either crash down on the running back or stay home on the quarterback. You can go ahead and hand the ball off if you want. There's nothing glitchy about that part of the play. However, if you hold on to the ball with the quarterback, then you turn and you're reading the P icon. Now, the problem with this is that that P icon basically always run commits, and so does the R icon. And what ends up happening is if you're caught with your pants down, you're going to end up with this wheel route just being wide open. You see right here that the guy bit, and we're able to throw that. And that's actually an example where that's the best that they're ever going to play it in terms of reacting to that. Let me show you that again, because you're not going to see that reaction too often. You're more often not going to end up seeing the guy just run commit, or what you saw right there, which is just tackle the guy, and then you end up with a pass interference call. So this play is really, really glitched from that perspective. A lot of times they'll just tackle that player. Go ahead and show you the replay. And this sometimes ends up being a cheap first down for you. If you're facing somebody that is running this, you can get these pass interference calls when you throw to this guy when he's been tackled. So that's really, really glitchy, and it's really, really unfortunate. I'm trying to show you guys this video to make you guys aware of it. I understand that when you show a video like this, it's going to end up with some of the scumbags that watch this video go out and run it. You're not gonna be able to stop those guys from doing that, unfortunately, but hopefully the video I'm about to show you here, the tips that I'm about to show you in this video, are gonna make you aware so that this is never something you have to deal with. So depending on the coverage shell, it can be really, really bad. So you see right there, that was a Tampa 2. If you get caught in any type of defense where you end up with your outside corner and an outside third or outside fourth, this ends up being really a death call, because those guys end up run committing, and you're just gonna end up throwing this wheel route pretty frequently. And again, you're seeing right here that DB is actually doing a pretty good job of reacting to it. But the truth is, more often than not, whenever you're playing any type of deep zone on the outside, they just tend to run commit. And even if they react super late to it, you're going to be able to, throw that ball to that wheel. And I pressed the wrong button right there. But again, you're constantly seeing how those guys are basically run committing. So if you don't, make some changes to this, you're going to end up with no deep zones on the right side of the field or the running back side of the formation. So again, you see right here how that looks. You're just going to throw that, and it's going to be a one-play score nearly every single time. As long as the quarterback doesn't roll dice roll inaccurate, that guy's pretty much wide open. If you guys are enjoying this free YouTube content, I would strongly urge you to go over to my strategy website. GridironGamePlans.gg is your one-stop source for all things competitive Madden. Every week in our Vault Update, we take a look at the meta, or the most effective tactics available being used by pro players on the MCS circuit. breaking down not only how and why the pros do what they do, but most importantly, how you can counter those metas when you face them in online gameplay. On top of that, your subscription also includes any and every offensive and defensive game plan released on the website while your subscription is active, and access to our Discord server, where every single Wednesday, we have a live lab session covering the week's vault content and any questions you guys have about Madden. So make sure you guys head over to gridirongameplans.gg. $9.95 per month unlocks the entire website. Now, let's talk about what you guys need to be aware of with this particular defense. There's a couple ways that you can try to approach this. First and foremost, if you want to play a standard alignment against this, you have to pass commit. Otherwise, your guy's going to run commit every play. So you have to pass commit. Now, the problem with that is that you're in a set that literally is deuce close. I mean, this is 2 tight ends. So whether I want to run the ball out of this set, you're not going to shed if you're pass committing to stop the run. So that's going to make you really, really weak against the run, simply because your guy's going to run commit, give up a touchdown if you don't pass commit from this alignment. Or even worse, what they could end up doing is audibling out into something that's even got better runs, whether that's the RPO glitch or the an inside zone from another set, or under center and hit a stretch on you while you're pass committed, because the only way that you can really reset a pass commit is by run committing. And that's not any good either, because you don't want to run commit and give up a passing touchdown. So once you pass commit, if they run the ball, you're screwed. Or if they audible into a run, if they audible into a play where all of a sudden you don't want to pass commit anymore because you're uncertain, then you're screwed that way too. So that's why this is so problematic, is it literally makes you run commit, gives up free touchdowns. And then if you pass commit, then all of a sudden you're in a terrible spot. So let's talk about exactly what we need to do when we're facing this play without obviously having to pass commit. So first and foremost, if you are in a nickel set, you want to make sure your nickel corner is on the opposite side of the running back, because all that's really important about this play is to make sure that you take that P icon. If you want to play a standard press alignment over this, you just want to move him outside 2 steps, because that P icon then goes up to the safety. If the safety is the P icon, he will literally never run commit, because the game kind of has this overarching coding that says safeties are the last line of defense. They're not going to run commit and give up the deep ball, no matter the shell. So it could be cover 2, cover 3, cover 4. We'll show you here again, the P icon in the cover 2 was run committing, but I'm going to click off of Wilson, and you're going to see here that all you're going to notice is now the R icon is going to play whatever your key is on that. So when we go to throw this wheel, you see that there's no funky reaction, and you end up with the wheel being covered, which is great. So again, let me show you what I'm talking about. We start off with this. We go ahead and move this guy out a couple steps. If they decide to flip on you, what ends up happening is now you're in trouble, because you've got 2 corners to worry about. You want to go ahead and base align and press them to make sure that that P icon and that R icon disappear and they go to the edge in the safety. Now, what I'm about to show you is actually the patch from the RPO glitch, the run version RPO glitch that came into the game just last week. So as you guys remember, when a lineman gets illegally downfield to the point where a forward pass results in a penalty, everybody on defense that's in coverage will chase the quarterback. So what ends up happening here is when I snap this, it's going to look like your player's run commit, but really all that's happening is now you've got a lineman downfield illegally. So everybody that's in a coverage key will then chase the quarterback, and there's no penalty. They might throw a touchdown, but it's coming back. So again, let me show you exactly what this looks like. So as we kind of read this, at first, everybody's dropping in coverage. Pay attention to number 72. He gets illegally downfield, and then boom, everybody on the coverage says, okay, let's chase the quarterback, because it doesn't matter if he throws that wheel route, it's going to be a penalty and a loss of a down. So they end up chasing the quarterback here, which renders him incapable of doing any type of wild escape artist glitch on this. Now, that's the last part about this. What I would recommend doing with this particular glitch is playing the quarterback. Play the quarterback. Because as we talked about with this particular concept, you end up having a P and a R icon. Now, with this particular concept, you could go ahead and get rid of the P icon over the corner by clicking onto him and moving him out a couple steps. But that R icon is still going to stay there. And that's the player right here, Marcus Golden. So what you want to do is you want to go into your coach settings, and you're either going to set the overall global setting to option quarterback, or you can do it individually on every play by just pressing right bumper and then pressing A to make sure that they will play the quarterback. Now, when this happens, if your opponent pulls the ball with the quarterback looking to scramble, Golden is chasing the quarterback and you can't get free. So there's no escape artist glitch behind this either, which is actually really, really good because low key, this RPO glitch with the escape artist before the title update was actually harder to defend all in all than the power alert glance was, because you had the run commit element of this defense along with the whole escape artist glitch. Now, the one thing that I will say that you guys ought to do if you guys are going to face this is make sure that you have inside stuffs at the D tackle position, because obviously you're going to go ahead and you're going to play your coverage. You're going to move your corner if you want to, or just baseline and press. You're obviously going to play the quarterback, which means that if they're going to hand the ball off, they don't see a run commit and they see that the quarterback can't escape because of the option quarterback, they're going to hand the ball to the running back. So by having inside stuffs at these two positions or wherever, you know, your D tackle position is in your defense, that's going to be really beneficial for you guys. So that way, when you go ahead and hand this ball off, you snap it and you're like, oh, okay, no run commit. Let me just hand this ball off. You're going to have those D tackles that are going to instantly shed. Now, as you see right here, without it, there's still potential for you to run this football, but at least now you have no run commit from your corners. You don't have to worry about the quarterback escape artist glitch. And really all you have to do to stop the inside zone is have your inside stuff there ready to roll. Depending on your defense, you might have a gap shoot for the inside zone. So really all you're going to have to worry about is the escape artist glitch, which obviously you can alleviate by optioning quarterback. And then obviously the run commit aspect of this by making sure that you keep your corner out of the spot that basically turns him into the dumb defender. So there you guys have it. This is something that is tried and true. Doesn't matter your shell. You can run this out of cover 2, cover 3, cover 4, match coverage. Does not matter. Just be aware of this. This is actually a really, really bad kind of glitched out play. There's gonna be people in the comments that are gonna say, hey Zan, that's not glitched out. You can counter it. Let's be real. This is corny. It's cheesy. It is what it is. It is technically MCS legal so long as you don't run with the quarterback past the line of scrimmage. So that's why I'm letting you guys be aware of this. It is something people are gonna do. People who can't pass the ball are gonna run it this way. People that can't pass the ball are gonna claim that it's, you know, a way of moving the ball and it's simulation and it's this, that, and the other. But the truth is, for what this game is, it's actually rather unhealthy for the competitive meta. There are functioning RPOs out there that behave much, much better than what you see right here. You know, but this is one that you're going to see. I've already seen it in an online game once, and, you know, I think you're going to see it more and more going forward. So there you guys have it. I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. If you guys liked it, make sure you guys give it a thumbs up. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, or complaints, drop those below. If you guys missed yesterday's video on the mistake that everybody's making in the Madden community on defense, go back and watch it. Probably my best defensive video of the year. Hopefully you guys liked the video. We'll see you guys tomorrow with our next video upload. Until then, this is Zan. Get in the lab and good luck.